What's up, dudes? Max here. So I'm back. It's been a few days, and of course, when I'm not at home, there's a bunch of announcements for stuff. I'm not surprised because this one is going to get pretty big pretty fast, because at the end of the year, we're going to get an official large-scale gameplay reveal at Arc Revo, and of course, from the title of the video and everything you've guessed, it's for Guilty Gear. And we don't know a ton about Guilty Gear yet. We've been given these little slices of life from every character and what they can kind of do. Some things look familiar from the previous games, some things look different. But we largely have no idea how this game is really going to play, how much their simplification of Guilty Gear is going to take effect of the core game, which is what I really don't want. I want the game to remain deep and innovative and curious and everything like that. I want it to be a traditional Guilty Gear fighting game. So seeing the characters being reintroduced in different ways has been fun, but their designs are very different for many of the characters. The last one we saw was Mei. She had a hugely different design than she's had in almost every single Guilty Gear game. And now Axel was teased at the previous trailer, and he looked a lot different too. And I think we're going to get an idea of what Axel's gameplay is going to look like here. And he's probably one of the few characters you didn't see a ton of in the previous Guilty Gear games, but he's a very much mainstay character, going all the way back to the classic Guilty Gears, so I'm not surprised he's part of the core roster. But there's supposed to be 6 characters, I'm hearing, that'll compose what we're going to be seeing at the end of the year at Arc Revo. So there's a bit that they're going to be showing off. I really hope Icon's included, but if anything, like I said in the previous videos, I'm more excited about them talking about online and some of their innovations that they might have with that compared to their other games. Either way, let's take a look at Axel's trailer, and I'm actually going to lump together a couple of videos that I missed because Granblue Fantasy Versus also did get a couple of trailers that a lot of folks have been asking me to check out, so I'm gonna check them out, and we'll talk a bit more about that right after we watch this one. Oh god, the trailer says it's 56 seconds. This is how it normally do. For some reason, Arc System Works trailers always tend to be really short. I'm not super thrilled about that. Already, I'm not thrilled. Dude, his redesign is fantastic. There is like line depth on... Holy hell. The visuals are ridiculous. We're gonna have to slow this stuff down after this, man. So immediately, I love his baggy ass pants. He went from having jorts to having hella baggy pants. God, he looks awesome, dude. Holy shit. And this is what I was hearing. Yeah, someone sent this to me on Twitter, and I was like, oh. Yeah, 2 more. Okay, I was about to say, like, did I get bad info? You'll notice something here on the character designs. Let's just go ahead and let this rock one more time. But there's something with the visuals of this game where the characters actually have like line depth. Like that was in the previous game, but it's now even more. You slow down just like this image. Look to see how the scaling of like the shader at the edge of his face is deeper here, like it's actually bigger, and then it smooths out around the sharper parts of his like jawline. That's a very much like an artistry type of thing. The same thing with his eyes, how that's a very specific attention to detail that they're going for. And I gotta say, it looks ridiculously good, dude. Like, Axel has never been that cool of a character in Guilty Gear, in my personal opinion. But, God, man, look at the clothing animation and everything. It looks so sick. Holy shit, you just absolutely decked that poor little girl. I think this might be what I saw on Twitter earlier, too. Just shoulder checking the hell out of Mei. Wow. Oh my god. Can I get a, look at her, oh god. This is fantastic. Look at that run cycle. Boof! Yeah, his design is so much better, dude. Check this thing out. Yeah, I think it's great. Like I said, from the previous trailers, they're taking the characters and they're aging them a little bit. Everything's getting a little bit more mature. When Guilty Gear was always like fairly juvenile, it doesn't need to lose that sort of aspect because Guilty Gear being juvenile is a part of its core. It's like its crazy characters and all that stuff is a part of what makes Guilty Gear great. So the good thing is that they're not losing that. What I'm curious about is the camera work. Like these are just like traditional Axel combos that we've seen time and time again on like Guilty Gear Xrd. But now they're just doing them at crazy angles. Like the camera angles that are kicking in here are weird looking. I almost think this stuff is specifically for trailer, and it's not going to end up being in-game. And if not, the in-game parts won't be as jarring. God, dude, check this out. Look at the visual fidelity of this game. Good God, man. I cannot wait, dude. This game's gonna be something else, dude. God, I really hope about the online. If I get the opportunity, I'm definitely gonna take whatever chances I have to ask him stuff, because I really want to play this game. And it's not even that far away. It really isn't that far away. So yeah, there was another trailer for another Arc System Works game. We have a bunch of Arc System stuff all over the place now. They seem to be taking over the world. So let's go check out what the hell is coming to Granblue Fantasy Versus. Damn, Saul, what the hell? Jesus, this bitch is jacked. Okay, so here's the Granblue trailer. And I haven't paid attention to this game a ton after the gameplay demo that we got to play online a bit. We'll talk about that in a second. Granblue the Fantasy Versus. This game is gorgeous, though. Absolutely gorgeous. Because they're all most of the characters that were in the beta. A few new ones. Who is this? Edge? Okay, Queen of the Anime. This have a cool design. Who the fuck? Nightmare and Astaroth had a child and he's pissed? Holy shit, dude, he looks huge. Okay. Oh my god, okay. He's not using the scythe very much. This game is ridiculous looking, man. Crush. Yeah, the dude with the big red sword, I got to see a little bit of him in the previous trailers. Once again, a character that's right up my alley, right? What the hell? What the hell? That's gotta be single player stuff, right? Jeez, jeez. How does it work better than all the source material? Is that the full roster? It actually is the full roster. Okay, thank you, God. That is and nowhere close to freaking Final Fantasy VII. We at least get a little while. That is a ton of collector's items. And bathing suit costumes, of course. Yes, that's very important. It's definitely an anime game. So, how many characters are in this game? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 12. This is a 12 character roster? That does not seem like a lot. That does not seem like a lot, especially for... I guess they're planning on making it up in like a bunch of single player content, because for the most part, Granblue Fantasy Versus is of course a mobile game that is hugely popular overseas. I've never dabbled in it. All I've seen is the character designs over the years and some of the extremely sick looking characters this game has, which I'm kind of glad to see a couple of them have sort of made it into the game. But for me personally, and I'm willing to give this game absolutely another chance when it does come out, just because that's the way things work around here, I wasn't super captivated by the game's gameplay. We put up a couple videos. I played it for 2 or 3 straight days. I gave it like multiple chances where I was like, I don't know if this game is really for me. It seems good. It just seems well made. It's just that it's once again another fighting game that seems to have a very limited amount of stuff the characters can do, much less than the game system is allowing you to have. And we've seen that sort of coming up in, you know, a bunch of fighting games lately, even with Mortal Kombat 11, toning down a lot of stuff, and Street Fighter 5 toning down a lot of stuff. It seems to be a common thing to make fighting games more accessible via a limitation of mechanics. And I very, very, very much felt that when I was playing Granblue Fantasy Versus, that there was not much to discover with the characters, but man, was it beautiful to look at. I just can't, you can't say anything bad about the visuals of these games, regardless if you like anime or not. They are on an absolute and other level. It is incredible how they look, but even for the few characters that were in there, I wasn't super captivated. But I'd love to be wrong. Like, once again, another situation where if crazy red-haired dude, sword guy, or Captain Big McDicks-a-lot with his crazy scythe thing over here ends up being a character that is something right up my alley, this guy looks like he's right up my alley and I'm gonna be right up his, then I'd be down. If he's gonna be a lot of fun, I think that's great. But, hopefully we'll see how that changes, because February is not that long away now, and they've already announced the entire character roster, and I think the next thing they're most likely going to announce is a big-ass story mode. Like, they're just gonna have a huge story mode compendium, because this game is absolutely designed to pull in the mobile audience, and they want the mobile audience to be able to play it as easy as possible. So, I get it. I hope we see some crazy characters. I hope we see some interesting mechanics and stuff that'll pop before the game does come out. But, yeah, let me know what you guys think about it. Let me know if you actually played the beta, because that was about, like, a month and a half, 2 months ago now. And I didn't hear many people talk about it after that, but it definitely made me wanting more and hoping that other characters might be more interesting. But either way, yeah, dude, Arc System Works is grabbing the end of this year by the balls, and they're going in on 2020 hard when it comes to fighting games. And I appreciate that, because at the end of this console life cycle, there isn't a ton of fighting games on the horizon, outside of the stuff that SNK is doing as well. So, very curious. I think 2020 might belong to Arc System Works right now, but we shall see. As always, dudes, thank you a ton for watching. I'll be back with more updates, especially for Guilty Gear, as soon as I have the opportunity to do so. My name is Max, and I'll see you next time.